Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Nancy Drew, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. It is danger outside. Like, I would very much like the arrow to be at least in the yellow, not in the orange. But I also kind of want to go follow those wolf tracks. So, let's go. We've got one toasty pack here that we can use if we need to. So let's see if we can make this thing happen. Oops. Oh yeah, I need to actually grab the... Don't I have the keys anymore? Did I give them back to... I guess I don't have the keys anymore. Well, how do I get back there now? Ah, that's where we go from here. How much warmth did we lose? No warmth at all lost. Oh, we did lose some. Let's use these. Are we using them automatically? I guess we'll find out. Oh, I guess we're not using them automatically. Okay then. So what do we do? Click them, okay.
I'm too cold to go any further.
Great. Do I use that pack? Holy wow. Okay. There's a crater. Two vertebrae employed as furniture. Petrified. Otherwise in excellent condition. What?
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID. I'm starting to get really cold.
Oh.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
Are we going to make it?
Looks like some kind of house. Could someone be living there? Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
What was the,
I'm getting sleepy.
6512. Oh, 6, 5, 1, 2.
Getting sleepy.
Oh, come on, game. Come on, game. Oh, the snowshoes.
It's just too cold to try to keep going.
I'm going to try this and be quick. I'm not even going to read the book, I'll just leaf through it really, really, really quickly. And then, 6512 was the code. Yeah, come on.
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
6512.
Can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
See? That's much better.
Looks like some kind of house. Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
Nice. So we're warm again. I hope we can get back to the lodge from here. Diary.
The Rest of My Life by Julius McQuaid.
Okay. I picked this diary up in Winnipeg on a whim. Maybe I'll write in it. Maybe I won't. Now that I'm through at... Is that Brill Labs? And through with work in general, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Maybe I'll miss people so much that I'll feel like I have to write to someone, even if it's just myself, or maybe not. Probably not. I'm tired of people, tired of writing things down, tired of feeling as caged as the animals I spent 40 years working with. I'm 3 hours... Oh, in 3 hours, the train will reach Edmonton. Maybe I'll get off, maybe I won't. Hello, freedom. I woke up in my tent to the sound of distant gunshots this morning. And later, I found a wolf pup all by herself. Stuck in a bunch of brambles, I figured the hunters had gotten her mother, since she was nowhere around, and since there was no way the pup was ever going to extricate herself, I started chopping through the brambles to free her. It took me a while though, and I was talking to her all the time, trying to keep her from struggling and hurting herself. So what I was really doing without meaning to was imprinting my voice and my scent on her brain. Because at first she went racing off, but then later I noticed that she was following me. Even now she's sitting about 20 yards away, despite my campfire, just watching me. I haven't fed her. I avoided touching her while I was cutting her free from the brambles. Yet, she's there. So since this could be the beginning of an interesting relationship, I thought maybe I should take some notes. Old habits are indeed hard to break. The pup, whose coat is pure white, still shadows me wherever I go. Every day she narrows the distance between us, which has been reduced to about 20 feet. If I get any closer, she runs, but she always comes back. The pup, which I've been calling Isis, now keeps no less than 7 feet between us at all times, a distance with which I am happy as well. I've watched her hunt for food, have seen what she can do with her teeth and jaws, and have no desire to ever encounter either. On a personal... What? Oh, have no desire to ever encounter either on a personal basis. I have resisted the urge to feed her or to make her in any way dependent upon me, but I do talk to her. I can't help myself. I've discovered that talking is a very basic human need. Why Isis listens, I don't know, but she does. Of that I am certain. Snow has begun to fall, so I've moved into an abandoned storage. But that I found is a little too close to what used to be an old hunting lodge for my tastes. But beggars can't be choosers, as winter sets in and I venture outside less and less. I expect that Isis will soon abandon her vigil and make a full return to the wild. I will miss her strange companionship, but that's how it should be. When I woke up this morning, I was shocked to discover that Isis had found a way into the shack and was lying not 3 feet away from me. She woke up the instant I did. We stared at each other. Then she put her head down and went back to sleep. Apparently she trusts me. Or maybe wants me to trust her. In any case, this is truly uncharted territory for me. But the urge to explore it is irresistible. Like it or not, Isis has become my pet. Or I have become hers. I'm not at all sure which. While she is never underfoot, preferring to remain at least 3 feet away from me most of the time, she does permit and occasionally seeks out a friendly pat or two on the head and shoulders. Although, unlike most dogs, she doesn't seem to consider my touch to be any kind of reward. In fact, I sometimes feel that by letting me pet her, she's rewarding me. With the coming of spring, I fully expect Isis to take off one day and never return, but so far that hasn't happened. She disappears for hours at a time, no doubt to hunt, but for some reason she always returns. Last night, a wolf started howling in the distance. Isis sat bolt upright and listened so hard she was shaking, but when the howling ended, after a moment, she lay back down and went back to sleep. And I suddenly realized that she's not going to leave. Ever. It was either the wilderness or me, and incredibly, she chose me. Isis is by far the smartest animal I have ever seen. By watching her...
So once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
Okay. I bet I'll have to use these commands in some way. By watching her carefully and reinforcing specific actions with specific words, I can get her to perform those actions on command. For instance, whenever I saw her lie down, I'd say down. And now, when I say down, she lies down. Here is a list of the commands I've taught her. So down, forward, jump, stay, bark, paw, left, right, around. I can give Isis not just one command, but many commands chained in a row, and she'll carry them out one by one in order. I start such a chain of commands by saying Isis, and I end the chain by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back, I say Isis, forward, down, right, bark, left, turn around, go. And she does it. She won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing. Oh no, I'm so going to have to do something with the commands. I set up a maze. Oh no, it's a maze. Why? I hate mazes. I set up a maze and had Isis navigate it by giving her a chain of commands. I bet I'm going to have to do that too. And she did it. She did it several times, in fact, with the maze set up differently each time. Oh no, am I going to have to do it several times too? Moreover, when she's following commands I've given her, she tends to retrieve any strange object. Oh, okay, there's going to be objects in there. She tends to retrieve any strange object she may come across in the process. Like today, she came out of the maze holding an old sock, which she promptly dropped at my feet. It was like she was glad I was keeping her busy, and she was saying thanks.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
Oh no. This is getting complicated. I hate this. Spent the winter refining Isis's ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. She'd make an incredible police dog. After all, she could retrieve a clue, then figure out who left it by picking the matching scent out of a lineup of suspects' belongings. Matlock would have had a field day with her. Note to self, never, ever, ever feed Isis, especially by hand. Today, a rat got into my pantry in the shack. I managed to grab it by the tail and was in the process of flinging it outside when Isis appeared out of nowhere, leaped up, and snapped the rat right out of my hands, missing my fingers by millimeters. I simply cannot allow myself to ever forget this. And to ever forget this one fact: Isis is by nature a wild animal. A freak snowstorm caught me by surprise yesterday afternoon. It was sunny and warm. 1 minute, next minute it was clouding up and the temperature was plummeting, and the next minute it was snowing so hard that I couldn't see a thing. All I had on... How much text is here? Oh well, All I had on was a light jacket, and after wandering around blindly, getting more and more wet and lost and exhausted, I finally sat down, figuring I was done for. And then, all of a sudden, Isis appeared, dragging something with her mouth. It was my heavy coat. So I put it on, sat there till the storm let up, then followed Isis back to the shack. She saved my life, I'm sure of it. I've had a fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Pinevale Hospital. Hopefully they'll give me some antibiotics.
Pinevale Hospital. Maybe I can use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook.
Okay. And send me on my way before Isis starts to wonder where I've gone. The possibility that she would think I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She has come to mean the world to me. Oh. Isis.
Isis, stay.
What do I do?
Down. Isis, down. Go.
So,
Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on it.
oh, thank goodness. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get back. So, can I like always find Isis here whenever I need to? Is that a thing now? I don't want to go outside quite yet. So that's to interact with Isis. And this is just the journal, right? Or diary. Another toasty pack. We're finding them all over the place. Okay, so no worries about getting back. Yeah, that's just to interact with the diary. I don't see anything else here. And then there was... Huh?
This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
It sure does. Can't find anything else here though. It would seem not, and I can't turn left here for whatever reason. I can't do anything with that. So yeah, I guess I can't. What's that? Oh, that's just to look at this stuff here, and there's nothing more for us to look at. Okay, so we're warm, and I don't see anything else that we'd really need to do here at the moment. It's good to know that we've got Isis here for like when we need her. We are going back to the lodge now, right? Call the phone number that was on that weird spiky thing I found. Find the bone that's missing from the display. Get an item from each of my suspects. Yeah. Keep an eye out for clues when I'm cleaning the guests' rooms and call Guadalupe. Follow the wolf tracks.
Check.
Figure out the note I found.
That's finished.
So yeah, we do need to get back to the lodge. We need to make that phone call. Be on the lookout for the bone. Keep an eye out for the 2 missing pictures and take a really good look around all the guests' rooms. Right. So let's see about getting back to the lodge. We've got 2 toasty packs, so that should be plenty. We only used 1 on our way here. Explosion. We weren't able to look around or anything. This way or this way? There's nothing here. So I guess now we go this way. Okay, we're back here. So I guess you're not too cold yet. So this went pretty well, actually.
I feel warmer already.
Nice, we didn't even need the toasty packs. Obviously, we can take the snowshoes off now. Oh, they are off. Okay, cool. Right, so 2 p.m. and we're back here. I'm going to end this episode here, and then in the next one, we'll call that mystery number and we'll see if we can find any items belonging to our suspects. Oh, and we'll call Guadalupe too, to talk about the wolf. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.